Hi everybody, I'm Ambika. I'm going to talk about the anatomy and physiology of respiratory system. This is especially designed for the A&M students according to their syllabus. I'll be mixing both English and Hindi here because all the students may not follow Hindi. So welcome to the class. Introduction. The cells in the body need energy from all their metabolic एक्टिविटीज। आपका बॉडी में आपका बॉडी सेल से बनी हुई है। जो सेल्स है आपका बॉडी में उसको एनर्जी चाहिए मेटाबॉलिक एक्टिविटीज करने के लिए। सो मोस्ट ऑफ दिस एनर्जी इज डिराइव्ड फ्रॉम केमिकल रिएक्शंस व्हिच टेक्स प्लेस ओनली इन द प्रेजेंस ऑफ ऑक्सीजन। ये जो एनर्जी के लिए दिस एनर्जी इट इज गेटिंग द एनर्जी फ्रॉम द केमिकल रिएक्शन। केमिकल रिएक्शंस जो है करने के लिए ऑक्सीजन की जरूरत है। Oxygen is needed for the chemical reactions in the cells. The main waste product of this reaction is carbon dioxide. Chemical reactions cells के अंदर होता है, उसके बाद जो waste product आती है, main waste है carbon dioxide. So you don't need carbon dioxide in your body, but you need more oxygen. So that is important for respiratory system. Respiratory system gives oxygen to the cells and excrete the carbon dioxide from the body. That is the main function of the respiratory system. The respiratory system provides the route for supply of oxygen and excretion of carbon dioxide. Atmospheric air breathed in passes through the air passages to reach the lungs. Everybody does breathing, so the air goes into the lungs, you know that. So this air contains more oxygen. This oxygen is used by the body. The oxygen and carbon dioxide is carried to the cells and out of the cells through the blood vessels. ये ऑक्सीजन लंग्स में पहुंच गया, उसको सेल्स के अंदर ले जाने के लिए और सेल से कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड बाहर निकालने के लिए इट हैज टू ट्रैवल करने के लिए वो transport the blood is acting here as a transporting medium. So the oxygen is going into the cells and carbon dioxide is coming out of the cells through the blood. Now we will see the organs of the respiratory system. Respiratory system contains many organs. These are nose, pharynx, larynx, trachea, two bronchi, two right and left lungs, then bronchioles and small air passages, two lungs and their coverings, the pleura. Muscles of breathing, they are intercostal muscles and diaphragm. We will see one by one in the coming slides. Here you can see a picture. It has of respiratory system. It has the organs of respiratory system. They are the nasal cavity, starting from the nasal cavity. Below the nasal cavity, just behind it, there is pharynx. Then from the pharynx, there is just beside the pharynx, there is larynx. Then from the larynx, trachea starts. Trachea is going down and dividing to two branches, the bronchi, left and right bronchi. This left bronchi goes to the left lung and right bronchi goes to the right lung. It is dividing into smaller branches and ending in alveoli. Alveolus is the air sac where the gas exchange takes place. Under the lung you can see the picture of diaphragm. The second picture, it is the lungs are shown in from the sideways. Here also you can see two lungs and the diaphragm. The nose and the nasal cavity, first organ of respiration. It is the main route of air entry, consists of a cavity divided into two by nasal septum. नोज से एयर अंदर जाता है रेस्पिरेटरी सिस्टम की, और नोज जो है एक कैविटी होता है. दिस कैविटी इज डिवाइडेड एट द सेंटर बाय द nasal septum. Openings of nose is called nostrils or nares. It allows atmospheric air to enter into the respiratory system. So जो opening nose का जो opening है उसको nostril कहते हैं या nares कहते हैं. उसके थ्रू एयर जो है रेस्पिरेटरी सिस्टम के अंदर चले जाता है. Then paranasal sinuses are bony cavities opening into the nostrils. Paranasal sinuses होती है जो नोज का रूफ में और साइड में जो बोन्स है उसके अंदर. These are bony cavities. बोन के अंदर कैविटी इसलिए bony cavity कहते हैं. So वो जो है उसका नैरो ओपनिंग जो है नेसल कैविटी के अंदर आ रहे होते हैं. They are maxillary sinuses in the lateral wall. Lateral wall में maxillary sinus है. Then frontal and sphenoid sinus in the roof of the nose there is frontal and sphenoid sinuses, and ethmoid sinus in the upper part of the lateral wall. Nose के lateral wall का upper part में ethmoid sinus is there. Here there is a picture showing the nasal cavity. You can see the nasal cavity. Nasal cavity has the walls of the nasal cavity is folded. The folds are called concave. There are three concave inside the nasal cavity. They are superior nasal concave, middle nasal concave, and inferior nasal concave. You can see the nasal cavity here, and there is olfactory region. Olfactory bulb is going above the olfactory region. Then frontal sinus you can see just at the side of the frontal bone. Then sphenoid sinus you can see here. You can see the nasopharynx. Nasopharynx, there is eustachian tube from opening into the nasopharynx, which is coming from the middle ear. Then under the nose there is oral cavity. You can see the hard palate in front and soft palate at the back of the roof of the oral cavity. So these are the structures in the nasal cavity. Now we will see the functions of the nose. Passage to air entry. Nose का main function है air को अंदर आने दे रहे वो. It is a passage into the respiratory system for air. Then warming. Air जो अंदर आ रहा है उसको वो warm करते हैं. कैसे warm करते हैं? There is increased blood vessels inside the nasal mucosa. These are making it warm. Then filtering and cleaning. जो एयर अंदर आ रहा है उसको फिल्टर करके अंदर भेजते हैं और उसको क्लीन भी करते हैं. कैसे? Larger particles are trapped by small hair in the nostril, and smaller particles adhere to the mucus and removed by coughing. जो bigger particles है air में, that is removed by the hairs present in the nose. उसको filter करके उसको बाहर निकाल देते हैं. Then जो smaller particle है वो म्यूकोसा में जो है स्टिक हो जाता है और उसको सिलेरी एक्शन से उसको नीचे ले जाते हैं फायरिंग्स तक. फायरिंग्स में उसको इधर सोलो हो जाती है या फिर उसको कफ आउट करके निकाल देते हैं. सो this is how it is filtering and cleaning the air and the nasal cavity. Next is humidification. Humidification क्या है? It is coming in contact with the minute water particles. It is numb हो जाते हैं air. If the dry air is going into the respiratory tract, it will cause irritation. Irritation को prevent करने के लिए air को humidify करके नीचे भेजते हैं. The next is olfactory function. Olfactory function means it is the smell, sense of smell. You get the smell of everything. So this it is done by the nose. There are nerve endings in the nose. They sense the smell, and these impulses are carried into the brain, and brain is perceiving the smell. Smell का जो sensation है उसको और जो nerve endings है उसके थ्रू olfactory nerve के थ्रू वो ब्रेन में पहुंच जाता है. ब्रेन जो है कौन सी स्मेल है ये परसीव कर लेता है, उसको जान लेता है. The next organ of respiration is pharynx. It is a 12 to 14 centimeter long tube that extends from the base of the skull to the level of sixth cervical vertebra. Sixth cervical vertebra तक extend होता है वो skull के नीचे से लेके. It is around 12 to 14 centimeter long tube. डिस्क्रिप्टिव पर्पस के लिए फायरिंग्स को तीन में डिवाइड किया हुआ. दे आर नेसोफायरिंग्स, ओरोफायरिंग्स and laryngopharynx. Nasopharynx is the part of pharynx lies behind the nose. Auditory tubes from the middle ear opens here. Nasopharynx जो है nose का back में है and it is having the openings of the auditory tubes from the middle ear. Then oropharynx is the part of pharynx lies behind the oral cavity. Palatine tonsils are situated at the sides of the oral cavity. Of the oropharynx. Oropharynx जो है oral cavity के पीछे है और उसमें टॉन्सिल उसका दोनों साइड में बैक में दोनों साइड में दो टॉन्सिल्स tonsils are situated. Tonsils क्या होते हैं? These are lymph nodes situated on each side of the back of the oropharynx. It will help in the defense mechanism of the respiratory tract. Then laryngopharynx. Laryngeal part of the pharynx extends from the oropharynx above and continues as the esophagus. Laryngopharynx जो है it is the part that is extending from the oropharynx और उसका नीचे वो esophagus तक पहुंच जाता है और it is continuing as esophagus below. So these are the structures of pharynx. You can see the picture of pharynx, nasopharynx, oropharynx. Nasopharynx at the back of nose nasal cavity, oropharynx at the back of oral cavity, and laryngopharynx below the oropharynx, and from there it is continuing as the esophagus. So these are the three parts of the pharynx. You can see the epiglottis also here. Epiglottis closes the larynx during swallowing of the food. You can see the picture, the same picture here. This is more clear. This pharynx, it has, you can see the oral cavity, uvula here, and epiglottis, and the trachea is also included here. Epiglottis is closing the this larynx and trachea. Behind the larynx there is pharynx, which is continuing as the esophagus. The second picture also shows the same thing with more clarity. You can see the nasopharynx, oropharynx, and hypopharynx is actually laryngopharynx, and it is continuing as esophagus at the back, and in front you can see the trachea and larynx. Larynx is protected by the epiglottis. During swallowing, the epiglottis closes the larynx and the trachea so that the food will not go into the respiratory tract. If the food goes into the respiratory tract, it can cause choking, and the person can even die because of choking. So it is saving you by preventing the emergency of choking, and it has a main function. So now the functions of the pharynx. It is a passageway for air and food. Air and food pass होने के लिए एक रास्ता है ये. Warming and purifying, just like the nose, it is also doing here. Then taste. Taste actually it is the work of the tongue, but some olfactory nerves are seen at the pharyngeal part also. That also helps in the in identifying the taste. Then hearing. Hearing also it is the function of the ear, but uh, in the last slide you have seen the auditory tube coming from the middle ear ends in the nasopharynx. This allows the air entry into the middle ear. Middle ear में air चले जाता है और atmospheric pressure जो है maintain करता है यहाँ पे. Atmospheric pressure at both sides of the tympanic membrane. Outer ear and middle ear में atmospheric pressure को maintain करने के लिए ये auditory tube का बहुत importance है. So इसलिए hearing के लिए भी help करता है pharynx. Then protection. Lymphatic tissue produces antibodies in response to antigens. Lymphatic tissue जैसे tonsil है, you have seen it is situated in the oropharynx. It will prevent the infection by the organisms, microorganisms. Then speech. Speech we actual organ is larynx. The voice box कहते हैं larynx को. लेकिन जो साउंड लैरिंग्स से ऊपर आ रहे होता है उसको रेसोनेट करने के लिए इट इज रेसोनेटिंग द साउंड कमिंग फ्रॉम द लैरिंग्स. द pharynx is resonating it so that the voice is more clear. वॉइस को ज़्यादा अच्छा से क्लियर करने के लिए pharynx हेल्प करता है, स्पेशली द laryngopharynx. Next organ respiration is larynx. Larynx or voice box extends from the root of the tongue and hyoid bone to the trachea. Trachea तक वो जो है larynx extend हो जाता है. थर्ड टू सिक्स्थ सर्वाइकल वर्टिब्रा का रीजन में आता है larynx. इसका functions है प्रोडक्शन ऑफ साउंड. साउंड प्रोडक्शन larynx में होती है. स्पीच करने के लिए larynx की जरूरत है. Then protection of the lower respiratory tract. Lower respiratory tract को ये protect करते हैं. Then passage of air, इसके अंदर से air नीचे trachea में चले जाता है. Then just like the nose, it is humidifying, filtering and warming the air. You can see the picture of larynx here. There is epiglottis at the top. Hyoid bone is here on both sides. Then thyrohyoid membranes just below that. There is thyroid cartilage you can see. And cricothyroid ligament is here at the center of the cricothyroid muscles. Then cricoid cartilage is there. And below the larynx you can see the trachea. Now trachea. Trachea or windpipe, इसको windpipe भी कहते हैं, is the continuation of larynx and extends down to the level of fifth thoracic vertebra and divides into right and left primary bronchi. One bronchi going to each lung. So trachea जो है larynx से शुरू हो जाती है and it goes down up to the level of fifth thoracic vertebra. Thoracic vertebra जो है it is situated at the back of the chest cavity. और फिफ्थ thoracic vertebra तक ये पहुंच जाता है. उसके बाद ये जो है it is dividing into primary bronchi, that is left and right primary bronchi. These are going into the each lungs. Right one goes to the right lung and the left bronchi goes to the left lung. Then approximately 10 to 11 centimeters का length है. Then it lies in front of the esophagus. In the picture you have seen, esophagus is at the back and trachea lies in front of the esophagus. Here you can see the picture of trachea, bronchia at its branching. The larynx is at the top. From the larynx, trachea is coming down. Trachea is dividing into primary bronchi first, then into the secondary bronchi, tertiary bronchi, bronchioles, and at the end there is alveoli, that is the air sac. Functions of trachea. Trachea support and it gives patency. Arrangement of cartilage and elastic tissue prevents kinking and obstruction of the airways. Patency means वो खुला रहता है ट्रकिया ट्रकिया अगर किंग हो गया बंद हो गया तो एयर अंदर नहीं जाएगा इट शुड नॉट सो उसको कहते हैं पेटेंसी ओपन रहता है उसको कहते हैं पेटेंसी वो पेटेंसी कैसे मेंटेन करते हैं उसको उसका जो अरेंजमेंट है देयर इज कार्टिलेजेस व्हिच विल नॉट स्टिक टुगेदर एंड आल्सो इलास्टिक टिश्यू तो इस वजह से वो पेटेंट रहता है हमेशा देन म्यूकोसिलियरी escalator synchronous and regular beating of the cilia of the mucous membrane lining that warps mucus with adherent particles upwards towards the larynx where it is swallowed or coughed up. So क्या होता है यहाँ पे the walls of the trachea mucous membrane है mucous membrane में cilia है this cilia is continuously moving vibrating and the so that the mucus will go upwards towards the larynx में जाके इधर उसको वो कफ आउट करके बाहर निकाल देता है या it is being swallowed out ताकि it will not go to the lungs में गए तो वो infection create कर सकता है it can cause more problems so it is that is called mucociliary escalator. Next is cuff reflex. Nerve endings send messages to brain if they sense any irritation and cuff is initiated to remove the irritant. Nerve endings जो है ट्रकिया का जो म्यूकस लाइनिंग में जो nerve endings है ट्रकिया का साइड वॉल्स में जो nerve endings है that send a message to the brain that there is a irritation. So it is giving cuff reflex and the cuff is initiated. Cuff करके जो भी irritant है mucous membrane में that is cuffed out उसको बाहर निकाल देता है cuff करके. That is called cuff reflex. Next is the warming, humidifying and filtering just like the nose and the pharynx and larynx. It is also doing the warming and humidifying function. We will see the picture of lungs here. Lungs you can see just above the lungs there is larynx, there is trachea coming from the larynx. Trachea is divided into primary bronchi, secondary bronchi, tertiary bronchi and bronchioles and at the end the bronchiole, the alveolar duct and alveoli. Okay, this alveolar picture is given separately. You can see how the alveoli is arranged. It is arranged in small, just like small balloons or air bags. The single alveoli is shown here in the third picture. There is this is showing the gas exchange. The alveoli is at the center. It contains oxygen. So the oxygen is going into the blood vessel, and the carbon dioxide from the blood vessel goes into the alveoli. These are the pictures showing in this. Here you can see the lungs with heart. The heart is situated at the center, in between two lungs in the mediastinum, and heart. You can see the right and left ventricles of the heart. Then the lungs. The left lung is slightly smaller, little smaller than the left right one because of the heart. Then you can see the pleura surrounding the uh, lungs. Uh, the arch of aorta going out of the heart and the ascending aorta and arch of aorta. Ascending aorta is the aorta going up and the arch of aorta is the aorta just bending. Then the superior vena cava coming down to the right side of the heart you can see here. So the second picture clearly shows the pleura, the wall of the lungs. You can see the lungs at the center in light blue color and surrounding it there are two layers of pleura, the parietal pleura, the outer layer and the visceral pleura, the inner layer. In between these two layers the white portion that is the pleural cavity or pleural space which contains fluid. You can see the mediastinal space here in between the lungs, arteries and veins uh, going and coming into the lungs and the trachea also you can see here. So now we will talk about the lungs. There are two lungs lying on each side of the midline in the thoracic cavity. thoracic cavity का midline के दोनों साइड में एक एक लंग करके दो lungs है thoracic cavity के अंदर. They are cone shaped, who have an apex, base and costal surface and medial surface. वो cone shaped organ है, उसको एक apex है at the top and under surface is called base. There is a costal surface which is outer surface and the medial surface which is the inner surface. Okay, then it has a covering called pleura. Lungs का covering को pleura कहते हैं. Pleura has two layers and a sac called pleural cavity with a thin layer of serous fluid in between two layers. Lungs का covering का नाम है pleura. Pleura का दो layers होते हैं, visceral pleura and parietal pleura. इन दोनों के बीच में जो जगह है उसको pleural cavity कहते हैं. Pleural cavity के अंदर एक thin layer of fluid है. Then the inner layer is called visceral pleura and outer layer parietal pleura. The right lung is divided into three lobes: superior, middle, and inferior lobes. The left lung, smaller as heart, occupies the left midline space and it is divided into two lobes, superior and inferior lobes. So दोनों lungs को lobes में divide किया हुआ है. Right lung में three lobes हैं: superior, middle, and inferior lobes. Left lung is smaller because वहाँ left side में heart भी है. So it has only two lobes, superior lobe and inferior lobe. So this is a picture showing the two lungs, its lobes and the pleural space, pleura. You can see the right lung and left lung here. Right lung, it has three lobes: superior, middle and inferior lobe. Pleura, you can see the visceral pleura, that is inner one, and parietal pleura, outer one. And inside, in between the two pleura, there is pleural cavity which contains fluid. And the central portion is the mediastinum. It contains the heart. And there is a curvature on the right side of the lung to occupy the heart, which is called cardiac notch. Or left lung, you can see it has superior lobe and inferior lobe. You can see the apex of the lungs, that is at the top, and the bottom part is called base of the lung. And under these two lungs there is a muscle called diaphragm which is separating the chest cavity and the abdominal cavity. Here you can see the interior of the lungs. Inside the lungs, how it is arranged. Lungs are composed of bronchi and small air passages, alveoli, connective tissue, blood vessels, lymph vessels, and nerves embedded in elastic connective tissue. So lungs के अंदर क्या है? Bronchi अंदर जा रहे lungs के, आपने देखा है. This bronchi is dividing into smaller branches. The first group of branches is called the primary bronchi, secondary bronchi, tertiary bronchi, then further smaller branches are called bronchioli. The bronchioli ends in the alveoli. Alveoli is the air sac where the gas exchange takes place. All other bronchi and bronchioles all are the respiratory passage. Actual the gas exchange takes place in the alveoli. Each lobe is made up of large number of lobules. The pulmonary artery from the heart divides into right and left pulmonary arteries which transport deoxygenated blood into the lungs for purification. Pulmonary artery जो हार्ट से impure blood या deoxygenated blood लेके आ रहे होते हैं, that divides into left and right at the level of arch of aorta, and it is going into each lungs. Arteries which transfer deoxygenated blood into the lungs for purification. These are the पल्मोनरी आर्टरी में डिऑक्सीनेटेड ब्लड है, वो प्यूरिफिकेशन के लिए लंग्स में जा रहा है. प्यूरिफिकेशन का मतलब है उसमें ऑक्सीजन भर देते हैं और कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड और लंग्स में छोड़ना है. दैट इज प्यूरिफिकेशन. Then within lungs, pulmonary arteries divides into many branches which ends in dense capillary network around the walls of the alveoli. Gaseous exchange takes place between these alveoli and pulmonary capillaries. पल्मोनरी आर्टरीज जा रहे उसके अंदर जाके वो डिवाइड होके छोटे छोटे ब्रांचेस होके हर एक alveoli के चारों ओर वो अरेंज हो जाते हैं, अटैच हो जाते हैं. और the pulmonary arteries capillaries joins up forming two pulmonary veins carrying oxygenated blood into the heart. pulmonary capillaries जो है जॉइन करके पल्मोनरी वेन बन जाती है और वो ऑक्सीजनेटेड ब्लड लेके हार्ट में चले जाते हैं. आपने देखा बॉडी में जितने भी आर्टरी है उसमें प्योर ब्लड है, दैट इज ऑक्सीजनेटेड ब्लड, एंड द वेन्स कैरी इम्प्योर ब्लड, दैट इज डीऑक्सीजनेटेड ब्लड. लेकिन यहाँ लंग्स में जस्ट ऑपोजिट है. इट इज here the arteries carry deoxygenated blood or impure blood and the veins carry oxygenated blood. लंग्स में जितने भी कैपिलरी है द आर्टरी है दैट कैरीज डीऑक्सीनेटेड ब्लड और वेन्स ऑक्सीनेटेड ब्लड कैरी करता है. बॉडी में जस्ट ऑपोजिट है. आर्टरी में हमेशा ऑक्सीनेटेड ब्लड होता है बॉडी का, बाकी बॉडी पार्ट्स में, एंड वेन में डीऑक्सीनेटेड ब्लड होता है. ये दोनों हार्ट में द लंग्स में और बॉडी में opposite होते हैं. Here you can see the picture of the interior of the lungs. There is trachea coming from the larynx, then it is dividing into bronchi. Bronchi is dividing into smaller branches and alveoli at the end of the passage, and this alveoli is enlarged here. On the other picture you can see it looks like a small balloons and surrounded by blood vessels. Here what happens is that the oxygen in the alveoli goes into the blood vessel, and from the blood vessel the carbon dioxide goes into the alveoli. That is respiratory external respiration or the gaseous exchange. So this is the picture of interior of the heart. Now we will see the function of the heart, lungs here. The main function of the lungs are external respiration, defense against microorganisms, warming and humidifying. So these are the functions of the heart. We will see it in detail in coming slides. This is respiration. Respiration means exchange of gases between the body cells and the environment. बॉडी सेल्स के और एनवायरनमेंट के बीच में जो गैस एक्सचेंज है उसको रेस्पिरेशन कहते हैं. रेस्पिरेशन हैज टू प्रोसेसेस, दे आर ब्रीथिंग एंड एक्सचेंज ऑफ गैसेस. इसका दो प्रोसेस है, एक है ब्रीथिंग एंड नेक्स्ट इज द सेकंड वन इज एक्सचेंज ऑफ गैसेस. ब्रीथिंग, this is the movement of air into the lungs and out of the lungs. एयर लंग्स के अंदर चले जाते हैं और लंग से बाहर चले जाते हैं. दिस प्रोसेस इज कॉल्ड ब्रीथिंग. ब्रीथिंग इज द मूवमेंट ऑफ एयर इनटू द लंग्स एंड आउट ऑफ द लंग्स. अंदर जो जाता है उसको इंस्पिरेशन कहते हैं, जो एयर बाहर चले जाता है उसको कहते हैं एक्सपिरेशन. इंस्पिरेशन एंड एक्सपिरेशन, these are the two parts of breathing. Then exchange of gases. Exchange of gases takes place at two levels. One is at the level of lungs and second one is in the cells. लंग्स में गैस एक्सचेंज होता है, सेल्स में भी गैस एक्सचेंज होता है। कैसे? लंग्स में एटमॉस्फेरिक एयर ब्रीथ करके अंदर आता है, आपको पता है। दैट एयर कंटेन्स मोर ऑक्सीजन एंड जो alveoli है उसके अंदर ये एटमॉस्फेरिक एयर चले जाता है। तो alveoli के चारों ओर ब्लड वेसल्स हैं which has less oxygen but more carbon dioxide. So जो कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड ज्यादा है ब्लड में वो लंग्स के alveoli के अंदर चले जाते हैं। alveoli में ऑक्सीजन ज्यादा है, that oxygen will go into the blood. This is called external respiration. The next one is the oxygen has gone into the blood but it is not remaining there. Blood goes all over the body and it supplies the oxygen to the cells. So cells में लेके जा रहे हैं। ब्लड का काम जो है ट्रांसपोर्टेशन है। It transfers the oxygen into the cells. सेल्स में भी गैस एक्सचेंज होता है। सेल में मेटाबॉलिज्म होता है, उसका जो वेस्ट प्रोडक्ट है कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड। सो कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड को ब्लड में और ब्लड से ऑक्सीजन जो है that will go to the cell. That is the internal respiration. Internal respiration takes place in the cell. सेल में जो कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड ज्यादा है that will go to the blood vessel and blood vessel में जो ऑक्सीजन है जो लंग्स से लेके आ रहे हैं that oxygen will go into the lungs, into the cells. This is called internal respiration. Here you can see two pictures. One is external respiration in the lungs and the other one is internal respiration in the cells. In external respiration, you can see alveoli and the blood vessels surrounding it. From the alveoli, oxygen goes to the blood vessel and from the blood vessel, carbon dioxide goes into the alveoli. Second picture, the blood vessel is surrounded by cells here. This from the cells, the carbon dioxide goes into the blood vessel and the oxygen from the blood vessel goes into the cells. This is internal respiration. Now we will see the muscles of breathing. Main muscles for normal breathing are diaphragm and intercostal muscles. Diaphragm is a muscular structure which separates chest cavity and the abdominal cavity. When it contracts, it goes down, enlarging the thoracic cavity. Diaphragm जो है chest and abdominal cavity को separate करने का wall है ये वो. So मसल जो है डायफ्राम जो है कंट्रैक्ट करता है ड्यूरिंग इंस्पिरेशन और कंट्रैक्ट करने के टाइम में इट गोज डाउन इनटू द abdominal cavity and therefore the thoracic cavity capacity of the thoracic cavity increases. Volume of the thoracic cavity increases. So more air can come into the chest cavity. Next is intercostal muscle. There are 11 pairs of intercostal muscle. Intercostal muscles are the muscles between the ribs. The chest is made up of the ribs. So there are 11 pairs of intercostal muscles. The intercostal muscle, they are arranged in two layers, internal and external layers. These muscles also, the chest cavity also widens because of the contraction of the intercostal muscles, increasing the volume of the chest cavity. We will go to the cycle of breathing. Average respiratory rate is 12 to 15 breaths per minute. एक मिनट में 12 से 15 breaths लेते हैं normally एक मिनट में. Each breath consists of 3 phases. एक breathing का 3 phases होती हैं. They are inspiration, expiration and pause. Inspiration कैसे होता है? The capacity of thoracic cavity is increased by the contraction of intercostal muscles and diaphragm, and then the air is taken in, which is called inspiration. So inspiration कैसे होता है? thoracic cavity का जो वॉल्यूम बढ़ जाता है या कैपेसिटी बढ़ जाता है. कैसे? This muscles of breathing, diaphragm and intercostal muscle will contract and the chest cavity volume increases. So there is more space in the chest cavity. Air comes inside the lungs. That is called inspiration. Next is inspiration. This intercostal muscles and diaphragm gets relaxed and the air expelled from the respiratory tract called expiration. इंस्पिरेशन हो गया एयर अंदर आ गया उसके बाद जो मसल है मसल ऑफ ब्रीदिंग दे दे आर गेटिंग रिलैक्सेशन होता है इसके अंदर सो जो वो अपने ओरिजिनल पोजिशन में आ जाता है तो चेस्ट कैविटी का जो वॉल्यूम है दैट इज डिक्रीज जो एयर है देन द एयर इज गोइंग आउट ऑफ द लंग्स जिसको कहते हैं एस्पिरेशन देन एक्सपिरेशन के बाद there is a pause. The lung still contains some air, which prevents it from collapse along with intact pleura. So एक्सपिरेशन के बाद पूरा एयर बाहर नहीं चला जाता कुछ एयर अंदर रह जाता है ताकि वो कोलैप्स ना हो जाए लंग्स जो है खुला रहना पड़ता है हमेशा देन आफ्टर एक्सपिरेशन there is a pause without any action before the next cycle begins. So एक्सपिरेशन के बाद लंग्स के अंदर एक पोस आ जाता है जिसमें कोई एक्शन नहीं होता और नेक्स्ट इंस्पिरेशन स्टार्ट होने के पहले इस दैट इज कॉल्ड ए पोस बिटवीन द ब्रीदिंग सो दिस इज इंस्पिरेशन एक्सपिरेशन एंड पोस now the control of respiration respiratory control is involuntary. It is run by a group of nerve cells in the medulla, the respiratory rhythmicity center, which controls rate and depth of breathing. Medulla oblongata में respiratory rhythmicity center है, जिसको these are group of nerve cells. They control the rate and depth of respiration or breathing. There are chemoreceptors also affecting the rate of breathing. Chemoreceptors respond to any change in the partial pressure of oxygen and carbon dioxide in blood or cerebrospinal fluid. So there are central chemoreceptors and peripheral chemoreceptors. Central chemoreceptors are located in the medulla oblongata, also control respiration. When PCO2 levels increase, it stimulates the respiratory center. Respiratory center को stimulate करता है वो जैसे कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड लेवल्स बढ़ जाता है then peripheral chemoreceptors they are not in the medulla oblongata they are situated in the arch of aorta and in the carotid bodies in the neck they send nerve impulses to medulla oblongata through glossopharyngeal and vagus nerves then the medulla stimulates the respiratory center ये जो पेरिफेरल कीमोरिसेप्टर्स हैं वो पीसीओडी लेवल जैसे बढ़ जाता है उसका जो इम्पल्स जो है दैट इम्पल्स इज सेंड टू द medulla oblongata through the nerves called glossopharyngeal and vagus nerve. These are sending the message and then the medulla oblongata stimulate the respiratory center then the respiration is increased. So this is how it is the chemoreceptors affect the respiration.